When we're getting into markers, some people have some super nice markers, a colorless blender. You can do a lot with that, but not everybody has those supplies. So I'm going to use just some generic, good old Crayola markers. Many of these around from all kinds of previous classes, maybe coloring in elementary or middle school. And I'm going to kind of start the same way. I just want to kind of define where my shadow edge is going to be of this object. Note, I'm going to switch my color out. I know my highlight side is going to be more towards that yellow. Now, as far as the interior goes, keep in mind all of the techniques that we learned with hatching, cross-hatching, things that I can do in pen. I can do that with these markers as well. So if I decided to maybe do hatch, I might come from my highlight, kind of use a little bit of a stroke that sort of follows my form, leaving some white space, adding my yellow, pulling from my highlight towards my shadow. Now, why would I start with the highlight color and the lighter color? Keep in mind, this red is very dark. It's going to start to overpower. So as I start to work the opposite direction with the red, I might keep that just a little bit more open. Let that pull and transition to get it to feel like it's merging a little bit more. I may do some shorter strokes so that this right lower side hangs with a little bit more of that red, more solid into that red. I've been using yellow, orange, and red all along. I could choose to merge some of the orange through that middle zone. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I want to go in and stay in with this yellow. So either way, again, I'm doing more of a hatch stroke to get to this point. I could go really solid and keep blending. Note when I bring the yellow along, it's going to kind of merge into that orange. I may pick up a little bit of orange on the tip and or even some red. So depending upon my colorway, I just left a little bit of an orangey line up in here. If I want to control that more, then I'm going to probably want to stick with just the yellow all the way through and then kind of keep applying. I lost my violet, so I'm going to do kind of a merge of blue. Ooh, let's straighten that shadow out. A merge of some blue with some red to kind of build up a little bit of that shadow that I've been building all along in these demos. If I cross hatch, I'll get a little bit more of a solid feel to it if I keep the stroke tight. So notice here where I'm staying tight with the blue, it's starting to become a violet. I could let that open up. I actually kind of enjoy that look. All right, I could follow back the same direction that I applied the blue. I could sandwich and put some blue in that cross hatch direction as well. Or I could just leave it with some white. Okay. So whatever your choice is, keep in mind with the markers are very fluid. They're going to give you a absolute prominent line. So you may find that you need to use some of the drawing techniques to help create the illusion of your form. Maybe I'm not satisfied here. I may decide I want to do a little bit of crosshatch as well. I can build that even thicker if I choose to. Okay, choice is completely up to you. You can use stippling, you can use cross-hatching, you can use scumbling, you could use any of those methods to get the illusion and transition that we're getting here today. with these regular old school Crayola markers that doesn't require a whole lot of money, but can still give me the same effects.